I'm Jay Raymond, this is my wife Colleen. We've been married for 30 years. About 3 years ago, I got diagnosed with a major heart issue and ended up having a transplant in November of 2020. Through the course of that and recovery, just a lot of events in my life, kind of came to the conclusion that God was calling me to something other than what I've been doing. I've been a very technology-based person and that type of thing. And God, we felt like that's what God was calling us to. And so I had a friend that I knew that had taken AMT before us, and we ended up talking about that at one point and ended up starting taking the class. I think the funnest part of the class is the change I see in myself over it. Just the growth, the experience, and what I love about it more than anything really is the sharing. Just being able to take what I'm learning and turn that around and share that with someone else, or to watch as God uses in my life what I've learned and as He speaks through me to somebody else and that type of thing. Of course, in my situation, I have such a unique background with a heart transplant. That's quite an event. And so when it comes to relating to other people that have trauma and different things like that in their life, it's very easy to relate that way.
He came across some people that were discouraged with where they were on their health journey and found an opportunity to minister to those people. Ministry was really where God was leading him. So when advanced ministry training came along, it seemed like the perfect fit to help him learn how to minister to people more effectively. And I'm just kind of along for the ride, but learning a lot of stuff that I've never heard before. AMT probably isn't anything that I would have chosen to do, but they do recommend that husbands and wives take it together. And I feel like part of my job as a wife is to help him succeed. So he asked if I would take the class with him, and I said, yeah, great, sure, I'll do that. Thinking that I would probably just maybe tuck the information away and maybe it wouldn't be anything that I would use, but I'm learning so much more about God and relationship with God and what it truly means to be saved, that I think no matter how you end up in AMT, you will learn something. There will be something in it that benefits you.
I think walking into it was a timing thing. It was a God thing. It was God's timing. And really, when it's God's timing, it's not going to be wrong. It can't be wrong. It's His timing. It's not my timing. It's not what I did. It's not what we did. We didn't sit down and devise a plan for this. This was God-led in our lives. Do I wish I'd had it 20, 30 years ago? Yeah, sure. Would it have meant the same 20 or 30 years ago? Not remotely, not even close to what it means now. It's because of the journey that I've been on, and it depends on the journey you've been on. If you've been on the right type of journey, if you've been on a God journey, and this is the next step, take the next step. Go to the next place. Take AMT if that's what God's calling you to do, because there's a purpose for it, and you don't know what that purpose is. AMT is a tool that He has used in my life, and He's used it very well, and it's very effective. And it gives me words that I can use as I talk to other people and that type of thing, and understanding that I needed to have too as I talk to people and that type of thing. But that's truly what it is. It's a God journey.